With the days getting shorter and the temperatures dropping, not to mention this stuff, we are definitely in winter. But that doesn't mean you need to hibernate. With a little help from the special effects department, I'm going to transform this space into a garden that can be used all year round.
So let me get this right. We're doing a shoot about winter, and we've managed to pick the one day of the year and it's not raining.
It's a skill, Adam.
You're doing a good job here.
The blue sky sunny day may seem so.
Thanks for that, lads.
No, that worked well. Yeah. So, Charlie, I'm looking at this backyard. It's actually a great size. The buffalo is thriving.
Yes.
What seems to be the problem?
I'll give it an aerate as well.
Yeah.
It's this area that I want to focus on.
Yeah.
It's just not great, is it? I can see they're having a crack. They've got the umbrella, table, chairs, but I think it needs a lift. Paving gone, maybe a fire pit. It is winter after all.
Yep.
Some seating around there, and I'm thinking maybe some lovely big arches with some lighting from yourself.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. And you know I'll do anything for a fire pit.
Yeah, I know you would. Would you help lift some paving for a fire pit?
As long as I get a toasted marshmallow.
OK, deal.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Let's get this off and get going. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is a very broken chair. Yeah. Whoa!
Would have been better if I was jumping in it when we were moving it. You're going to struggle to lift the pavers with that, mate.
That's because I'm not lifting the pavers, Adam. You are. I'm going to be giving you the space needed to create a beautiful space.
I feel like I've just been set up.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be pruning these trees back, and now is the perfect time to do it. They've just finished flowering, so they're not wasting any energy on blooms, and they'll put all their new energy into regrowth. But the action happens under here. Whenever you're reducing or lifting a canopy, it's really easy to take off too much, and then your tree starts to look a little bit bald. So a good tip is to grab the branch you're thinking of removing and give it a bit of a shake. You can then see the canopy move, and you know exactly how much you're taking off.
Charlie, it is definitely true what they say. It looks bigger once it's trimmed. This space is huge.
It does look bigger when it's trimmed, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, look, this is a good spot for sitting and having a fire pit, but I still want some plants around the edge. So I'm going to do a garden bed around the edge.
Beautiful.
And then start digging the hole for the fire pit. But if you could get on to
doing some carpentry
doing
work.
what you do best, that would be great.
No more heavy lifting
No
from
more
me?
heavy lifting. I'll see how much more I could use these before I start digging, though.
The son of a gun, we getting dizzy like rascals. King up in the castle, always worth the hassle. Only thing we wanna do is get trippy on the track. Then we can leave and say we
To make these arbors, I'm going to be putting two 90 by 90 tree to pine H4 posts into the ground and then joining them together with a timber frame, which is what I've cut up here. It's 90 by 45, tree to pine, and basically I'm making a simple ladder frame. The frame that we've just made is a pretty big span. It's just over 4 metres. So we don't have to just rely on the nails. I'm now going to be pre-drilling a hole and putting in these bugle screws. To make sure our arbor doesn't sag, I'm just going to be adding in some timber angle braces. Now, you want to make sure before you do that you check the frame, it's nice and square. Then you can just get your timber, hold it up in between the studs and mark it from behind, like I've done with this piece here, and then I'm using a circular saw to cut it out.
With our pavers all lifted up, I'm just recycling some of the bricks that were on site to give us a bit of an edge. Now, this edge is going to hold in our compacted road base and crushed granite. Now, crushed granite is the perfect material for the flooring with our fire pit area because it allows water through, gives you that rustic feel, and it's got a lovely crunch when you walk on it. To edge our garden bed, we're just using Corten steel. That's going to stop any grass growing into the garden bed and blend in, and you won't even see it.
What's going on here, Charlie?
What do you think? I'm building a fire pit.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I've been too busy building this frame, the arbor frame, and the post fairies have these posts in, so hopefully everything should just slip into place.
Let's see how good these post fairies are. No, they're not bad. No, that's okay. I can see that.
the arbor frame in place. I'm now just checking the post, making sure that everything's plumb. It's spot on, which means now I can concrete it in place.
We're progressing pretty well, Adam.
I'll tell you what, Charlie, this is all coming together, isn't it?
Next step, we need to get this road base out and compacted.
Can I do the compacting? Because I like being quiet.
You're more than welcome to be the #1 whacker.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I think Adam's going to be at this for a while, so I suggest you come back to have a look at the finished product. Help.
Charlie and I have been busy creating this garden you can use all year round.
Yeah, I can really imagine the family coming out here and using the space. And I have to say, Ads, these are looking pretty nice. Well done.
They are beautiful, aren't they?
But they do need finishing, so you do that and I'll do that.
Only if I get a marshmallow toasted.
It's on the way. It's on the way.
To finish these arbors, we're just cladding them with some spotted gum decking boards. We're keeping the overhang 30 mil all the way around. Once I've got that right, I'm just clamping the board in place, then I'll use a fixing gun to temporarily hold it. And to finish it off, we're just adding these coach screws. We've painted them black. We're going to be placing them in the centre of each board, spaced out at 450 centres.
The centre of this design, and of course the reason why the family are going to come out, is the fire pit in the middle. Now, I've got this one from Bunnings. It's just off the shelf and it actually comes with legs, but to elevate it, I'm going to sink it in the ground. Now, when you're locating a fire pit, the one thing you've got to remember is you don't want any trees above you because you'll just burn the canopy.
We're feeling fine, we're feeling fine, we're feeling fine.
To finish off our fire pit area, I'm using this lovely sandstone paving, and that's going to bleed out into crushed granite.
Charlie's asked for these arbors to be illuminated. To do that, I've just got some strip lighting that has a strip on the back and it's adhesive. So basically, I just peel it off. I'm going to stick it to both sides and then repeat the process on the other arbor. Big.
Yeah, exactly right. It is big, but I don't want people to be scared of putting big things in the garden, right? Because it's going to make that whole area feel much more intimate.
Yeah, OK.
And this blueberry ash gets these really nice little berries on it all through winter.
Yeah, beautiful.
And it's got this upright growth habit, so it's not going to interfere with the flames. Bless.
Mamma mia! Charlie, it's starting to look like a jungle.
It is, isn't it?
What do we have here?
Good. Well, you know this is a winter garden, so we can't really rely on flowers to give us a show, although this Waverley salvia is coming to the end. So I'm going for texture and shape. We've got Pittosporum Miss Muffet, we've got Raphiolepis Oriental Pearl, some Philodendron Xanadu. I can see you glazing over, but you'll like this one. We've got a nice black Mondo. Now, that's pretty striking. That's going to give us nice interest right around the front of the garden beds.
Let's stay right here. Let's go all the way. But wherever we go, baby, let's always stay in love.
You know, when you're compacting a base like this, it's always good to do it in thin layers and compact it a few times rather than like one big fat
the whole
layer.
50 mil at once, definitely.
50 mil at once, and we kind of got about 75 mil, so you can do this twice if you like.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, well, you keep bringing it in, I'll rake it out.
We'll take them They've got a whole lot of fun. They got their game faces on. We bring a chill to the room, and now your fire is gone. They got a big attitude. They got a fever inside.
How good are the heaters, Ad? So if you don't have the fire going, you can still be warm.
I'm loving it. Just being surrounded by them, Charlie. Actually, I'm feeling a lot warmer.
Are you? Because I'm freezing. I'm really cold.
But what do you reckon?
I need to get that lit pretty soon. I really do.
Have you got the marshmallows?
Yeah, they're coming.
You and I gonna own the night. We don't sleep, run wild and free, laying out under the power.
Good work on the fire, Adam.
Mate, it is smoking in here. It's so hot. It's amazing.
Lived up to my promise.
Whoa,
There you go.
what's this?
That is the recipe for the best marshmallows you'll ever have from TV's favourite chef.
Oh, Karen, what do you mean recipe bar, mate? How long is that going to take?
Hey, you're good with your hands.
What, just all I wanted was a marshmallow to toast, yeah? I'm not, Charlie, that's ridiculous. I just wanted a marshmallow.
Keep sipping, big drink, wishing till we all find a place. So fly like the northern lights, won't stop till the sunrise. You and I losing track of time, you and I gonna own the night. So fly like the northern lights, won't stop till the sunrise.